Hello, everybody. It is week 11 of the 2015 NFL season. The Titans just lost to the Jaguars. Okay, this video is actually inspired by that. Pretty much what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about the current state of the Titans organization, and that game to me is what kind of pushed me over the edge. This has to be said. I know whoever looks at this video, if you look at the video, great. If you don't, okay. These are just my opinions. I'm going to start high. We're going to kind of work our way down through the organization on what really needs to be done, okay. This entire organization is a mess. I mean, from the top to the bottom, it needs a whole overhaul. I mean, people can argue, oh, we don't have this or we don't have that. But, I mean, really, it's everything from the top down is wrong with this place. We're going to start at the top. Ownership. Our ownership is mainly, it's a group ownership, but it is mainly run by Amy Adams Strunk. And for all those who don't know, Amy Adams, she's basically the heir of Bud Adams, right? So Bud Adams dies, she takes over the team. She's some fucking lady who doesn't know shit about anything, apparently, because the team is in disarray. It's worse off than when, Bud was alive. And worse off in the last few years than it's ever been. I mean, I've never seen it get this bad. I mean, ever. Like, this is the worst it's ever been, period. And I guarantee you right now, Bud Adams is rolling over in his grave right now with what is happening. I mean, it's the truth. We need ownership, and we need an ownership that's going to be responsible and make all the right choices, want to spend the money to make the organization great again, right? The organization we have right now, or the ownership we have now, they are some greedy, money-grubbing, don't really give a shit about the team or the fans. They just want us to spend the money, go to the games. It's a business investment, and really, there's no heart in it, I mean, every football team is a business, I will say that. But at the end of the day, as an owner, you should appreciate your team and do everything you can to make sure it succeeds, right? That's why you have other businesses out there, other ownerships out there where they love their team. People love their franchise. It's good for business to be good, right? People will buy your stuff more if you're good. Whereas if you just suck, nobody's going to want to go to your games and watch you lose. We haven't won a home game in over 400 days. Over a fucking year, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, what the fuck? At the end of the day, there's that. There's also the fact that, we don't really have a front office that's put together, and this is all stuff ownership's responsible for. So we really need to sell this team to somebody who's going to put their heart into it, who wants to make money, but wants to also benefit the team and the fan base and the culture of the organization, right? So that needs to come first, because shit rolls downhill. So step one, sell the fucking team. You guys don't know what you're doing. You're an ownership committee of fucking rich snobs, and you've had everything pretty much handed to you your whole fucking lives. So do everybody a favor and give the team to somebody who actually gives a shit. Number two, okay, our president isn't, we don't really have, we have an interim one. He's basically looking for his replacement, okay. And because of that, the guy who makes the decisions for the ownership, technically the CEO, right? He makes he takes all the ownership's desires and stuff. He runs the business. He's like the business manager, pretty much. He's not even caring about the fucking business right now. He's too busy looking for a successor, right? Oh, I can't care about what's happening below me because I'm too busy looking for the guy who's going to take over for me. That needs to fucking change too. Like, why did we even fucking get you? Why don't they just spend the time? Because we have shit owners, we don't spend the time to look for a fucking good president who will do all the work for us below. So see how this fucking effect works? Ownership sucks. They don't fucking do anything. They don't hire a fucking new president. And because of that, the current president, who's technically retired, fucking has to do extra work. Doesn't have time to run the fucking team. Which pretty much leaves like guns in the hands of children. That's really what's happening. So now you got this trickle down effect, right? He's not doing his job because they're not doing their job, right? So he's spending all his time looking for his replacement. Not much more that can be said there. Okay, so what that leads me down to is shit rolling down to the next level. So new ownership, and we need to fucking find a president who's solid, right, and good, not just a good, new president, but a good president, a guy who's gonna actually fucking get the job done. After that, our general manager, Ruston Webster, is a piece of shit. Period. End of story. He is the main reason why we suck right now. Period. And the reason why he's still in power is because you got dumbasses above him who pay him money to fuck shit up. He is literally paid money to fuck shit up. I want that job. Honestly, I could pay me, and I won't give a fucking shit, man. I'll just throw darts at a paper and fucking do better than this piece of shit. He sucks at drafting. He drafts bets so bad. Horribly. Sucks at drafting. Fucking just as bad in free agency. And he is abysmal at getting head coaches. Getting coaches in general, Think about it like this. Let's talk about coaches. We had Ken Wisenhunt. Garbage. A downgrade to Mike Munchak, if you can fucking believe that. Everybody used to hate Munch, right? Oh, fuck Munchak. He sucks. Get rid of him. Well, you know what? He did suck, but you know what? I'd much rather have Mike Munchak right now at this point than any fucking coaches that they have on this team as far as head coach is concerned. Mike Mularkey, he's our interim coach, but don't get too excited because as soon as I got rid of Ken Wisenhunt, who's a fucking loser, by the way, shit coach, basically rode the coattails of Kurt Warner for years. And then when Kurt Warner actually got out of a slump and did good, he takes all the credit for it, right? Same thing with Philip Rivers. In a slump, comes out of it, I'm going to take the credit for it. I'm a good coach. I'm a good offense coordinator, right? So think about it like this. He goes, right? So what do? You get an interim coach who's your offensive coordinator. Your offense already sucks, so you think your offense is going to get better because the guy who wasn't calling the plays is now calling the plays? Like, sure, but the offense is still the fucking same. The coordinator is the same guy. Mike Mularkey had a 2-14 record in his last head coaching stint with Jacksonville, who he just got his ass whipped by the way. And he hasn't proven shit, dude. He has a horrible track record as a head coach, too. If we keep hiring these shitty-ass head coaches, we're never going to get anywhere, We need to make an investment in a coach that fucking is good at his job. But that's one. Our coaches suck because our fucking GM sucks. He won't give the fucking staff that we need. Another thing, as far as free agency goes, he won't move on certain players, right? So, great, we got Brian Rackbo. I'm fucking ecstatic about that. Brian Rackbo is a monster. He's doing great this year. He hasn't got hurt. He hasn't fucked his pack up this year, thank God. But at the end of the day, he's missed out on so many other opportunities, right? Just this last year alone, a lot of times when we're dealing with business, a lot of these guys are afraid to pick up players because of their attitudes or their what people think, right? Like Aldon Smith, for instance, right? Aldon Smith is a fucking lunatic, right? However, the Raiders just picked him up, and obviously he's having issues there too, but they didn't really pay him any money. But look what he did while he was there. He already got like 4 sacks. He's a fucking lunatic. But why don't you structure his contract to where he has to go to like a psychiatrist and stay out of trouble or he loses money? It does nothing but benefit you when you structure your contract that way. But because we don't have good businessmen, we don't make decisions like that, and we fuck up, right? So that's one, right? Aldon Smith is one option. Another thing we did is we don't press hard enough in free agency as well. So instead of not just going after people who don't seem appealing, but we don't go after people with enough money. Devin McCourty, for instance, right? Devin McCourty is Jason McCourty's twin brother. He is, we wanted a free safety at the time. So instead of going after him aggressively, we have the money to do it because we have the second most cap in the fucking NFL right now available. Instead of doing that, we decided, hey, we're just going to take Denor Searcy and we're going to throw him in there. He's not as good as Devin McCourty, but he'll do. I feel like if we offered enough money to Devin McCourty, we'd have been good. We would have had the McCourty, twins. We would have been rolling hard, messing people up. It would have been very confusing. They wouldn't know which McCourty was which. Twin magic. I'm just saying. those are just a few, you know. I mean, there's been plenty of times over the years where we've had plenty of chances to get these stars, and we're like, no, we're just going to take the second best guy, right? Like the second stringer. Well, this is what happens, man. You know, you draft dumbasses like who was it? Michael Oher, who else? Andy, fuck, dude, I got a fucking headache already. But yeah, I mean, you draft all these guys, you know, who are just, sure, they sound great, but you draft them and they end up fucking being flops because you're not really putting the money out there for the guys who are stars. You're getting these whack, you know, no name, you know, they're good, but they may be like a B plus out of a fucking full grade where you could have A plus guys. You're taking the B, you're taking the C's, get degrees kind of path. And then lastly, I mean, free agency. We suck at drafting, and when I say we, I mean Ruston Webster sucks at drafting. He's a piece of shit. The only couple draft picks I've seen in the last couple of years that he's done that are good are Mariota, and I would say Zach Brown's pretty good. You know, Jarrell Casey obviously is pretty good. But I mean, Kendall Wright. But here's a couple other ones, right, where he's drafted great there. He's also fucked up a whole lot. I mean, he drafted Justin Hunter. We traded up for Justin Hunter. Can you believe that we traded a draft pick to get Justin Hunter? That was horrible. The kid sucks. He's a bust. Okay, he's not the solution. We drafted Bishop Sankey in the second round. He's inactive on our roster now. He's crap. Now we have Antonio Andrews running for us. Bishop Sankey is a mistake. Okay, the kid sucks. Okay. Another wasted pick, right? Chance Wormack. He's a fucking bust. I don't think anybody even agrees that he's a good lineman. I mean, he's an average lineman, but for what we fucking signed him for and expected from him, he has not delivered. He is a bust. Taylor Lewan. He's another average guy in my opinion. I don't know why people get so excited about Taylor Lewan. Taylor Lewan is a penalty magnet. He, you know, honestly, I think we need another left tackle, and we need to put Taylor Lewan on the right tackle, period. He shouldn't, I mean, he's the left tackle because there's nobody better. You know, we're drafting fucking losers, second stringers, rejects from other teams. When you draft rejects, you get reject results. You know? I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say anymore. This team, I don't see them getting better this year. I don't see them getting better even next year. It's going to be a long time. This is a dark time in this franchise, and it's definitely not getting any better anytime soon. And if you're a Titans fan, you know, like me, get ready to buckle down, prepare for the long haul, guys, because at this point in time, I mean, there's really not much more I can say, but we're going to have to suffer for quite a while. It's not getting any better, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, and I hate to crush your optimism, but at the end of the day, you know, until we get it, we start high and kind of work our way down through what I kind of went over just now. Expect no results, period. You know, and I feel bad for the guys getting drafted and traded to this team, because at the end of the day, it sucks for them. It's career suicide to be on this team, dude. It is. I mean, you know, you got guys who want to win, but they're on a team full of fucking shit. And you got all these winners, they're going to end up leaving and want to go into other spots. Who's going to want to re-sign? I wouldn't re-sign with this team. You know? But yeah. Take it to heart. Let me know what you think. Post in the comments. I suck at making videos, but I thought I'd throw this out there. If you got an opinion for me, let me know. And we'll go from there. Signing out. Have a good one.